everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Sonia and today we're talking about 10 bedroom hacks that you can do to help you with your sleep. So last clip we looked at sleep, why we need it, the benefits of it and how many hours we need and how we set ourselves up for a great sleep. This time, today we're looking at 10 things that you can do in your bedroom. Okay, so hack number 1 is to have dim lighting, like a lamp, so that you can adjust the lighting before you go to bed. Our bodies act on a circadian rhythm. It responds to dimness at night and it allows us to start winding down. Our body knows it's time for bed. So be able to turn off bright lights, have lamps in your room, and to sleep well, we don't need to be distracted by lights shining through our window. If you don't have blackout blinds, then you might like to have something like an eye mask like this that can help you with your sleep. So you can get satin and silk ones or molded ones, whatever it takes to help you have a better sleep. So reducing light is a good hack for getting a better sleep. Hack number 2, your bed is not a place to eat. Not only do you spill crumbs everywhere, it's gross getting into a bed with crumbs and bits everywhere. And that's not to say, even if you're eating healthy foods, your bed is not an eating place. So put your healthy foods, put your snack naughty foods away and use your bed as a place for rest and romance. It's not for eating. Kitchen needs to be closed in your head 3 hours before you go to bed. So no snacking in your bed. It's a gross habit. Get the food out of your bed. Leave it in the kitchen 3 hours before. Your poor stomach thinks that once it starts getting this food in it, that it's time to start digesting. And it sends back impulses to your brain. No, it's not time to sleep yet. No, I've still got food to digest. So keep food out of your bedroom. So hack number 3 is get a comfortable mattress. It makes a huge difference to your sleep. If you are sleeping on an old mattress greater than 10 years old, it's recommended that you change your mattress over. I had some allergy testing done and I found out that I actually had a mild reaction to latex. And guess what I was sleeping on? A latex mattress. So it was a bit of a no-brainer to get rid of the latex mattress and I replaced it with a sleeping duck mattress. A little promo there, but I don't get any benefits from that promo. It's just a really good mattress. It was rated as number 1 in 2018 in Australia as the best mattress. It comes in a box, a big box, but you pull it out and it expands and it's easy and it's great. And both my husband and I have enjoyed sleeping in our nice new mattress and we expect 10 years out of it well and truly. And, considering that when you go looking for a mattress, I don't know if you've done that recently, but they can be quite pricey. So I think we paid something like 1,200 Australian for this sleeping duck mattress. And some of the others that we actually were looking at was anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000. So that's a lot of money. And when the test results actually give you the same performance in your bed, well, we chose the sleeping duck and we haven't been disappointed with that. So remember, we spend 36% of our lives sleeping in our bed. It needs to be comfortable. We need to look after our postures in our beds as well. And a good mattress will help with a good sleep. Hack number 4 is diffusing essential oils. Now, I know some people are unbelievers in essential oil, and as a health professional, I believe that there are aids that can help us in our everyday living. And I love my essential oils. I use Doterra, you can use other oils, but the reason why I use Doterra essential oils is because they're 100% pure. And I use something like a diffuser like this. You can get lots of different diffusers. You can use expensive ones or you can use cheaper ones. This is actually an expensive one that goes for 10 hours on and off. You can set. However, I like my Doterra cheaper one, or the ones with plastic, because you don't have to worry about them getting knocked over and broken. You don't have to, you can put them in the kids' room. They can knock things over. It's not going to smash or break like some of the glass ones that are more expensive. So what I do is before I go to bed, half an hour before, I'll start diffusing an essential oil such as lavender, or something that makes you feel relaxed. I use lavender. I might, if there's some seasonal bugs going around, I might add something like On Guard, which is a protective blend in it as well. And I'll diffuse that. If there's some congestion in my head, or my husband's got a snuffly nose, which he suffers a lot from chronic sinusitis, we tend to diffuse something called Easy Air, which helps open up the airways. And he finds that very useful, and I do too. So essential oils are great. The other thing is with things like lavender, you can make up pillow sprays just with a spray bottle and some water and some drops of lavender, and spray your pillow and your mattress before you go to bed, and that sort of just gives you that nice soothing smell and helps aid your sleep. The other thing I like to do is, this is just a little roller and it's got lavender in it, and I just put some lavender on the side of my temples. You can put it on your wrists, and you just have a little smell, and it just makes you feel nice. And some parents find that using lavender on their children's sleep toys, or their bedtime buddies before they go to bed, like they put a few drops of lavender, their children settle so much better. So I hope that's helpful for you. That is the use of essential oils to help you relax. You can drop them in a bath with some Epsom salt, which is lovely, the aroma and the effects of the essential oils, and the Epsom salts, which is magnesium, helps relax all your muscles. So hack number 6 is to sleep on a silk pillowcase. Thank you. So the benefits of a silk pillowcase are that it's cool in summer to sleep on, and it's warm in winter. Silk is like that. They are the benefits. And I've mentioned that when we travelled, we took sleep silks with us overseas and travelled for 10 months, and that's what we used all the time. And in my travel hacks video, you'll see that mentioned there. However, silk is beautiful to sleep on. I'm waiting to invest in some silk sheet sets, but they are rather pricey, so it's an investment at a later date that I will afford myself. The other great thing about having a silk pillowcase is that it's soft and smooth on your skin, on your face. And this is the area of our face that we're up against. So people who have problems with their skin, such as acne or bad pimples, actually find it beneficial to sleep on a silk pillowcase. Also, if you put in creams and face care on prior bedtime, it's less drag on your skin also, and allows your skin to absorb most of the product rather than being wiped off on a normal pillowcase. So there are benefits of sleeping on a silk pillowcase, and I bought this one from Zimmer Silk online. There's another site called Lily. You can find sites on Amazon that sell silk pillowcases. However, I would suggest, silk is lovely and smooth and shiny. Well, not that shiny, but I would suggest that you actually buy a double-sided silk pillowcase, because some only have it on one side, and have the zip that does up. So then your pillowcase can't slip out the end. Okay, so that's my lovely silk pillowcase that I've recently got to sleep on. So hack number 7 is to wind down and have a nice relaxing bath. It's pampering yourself and you feel great. So if you want to do it the cheap way, get some Epsom salts from Coles or Woolworths. They're like $6 for a big packet of them. Throw some in your bath while you're filling up and add some essential oils. Smells great when you're in it. It's relaxing you and getting you ready for bed. Now, what I suggest is there are bath bombs and other products around that are heavily fragranced and perfumed. Same thing really. And some bath bombs actually have little bits in them like glitter. Okay, these are nice and pretty, but they aren't very good for female genitalia. It can cause irritation and in some people cause things like UTIs as well. So my suggestion to you is be careful what you put in your bath if you're planning to soak in there a long time. Things that are irritating, better not to put in there. And just use simple things like Epsom salts and some essential oil, drops of essential oil. Very easy and cheap. Okay, so that's having a bath. So hack number 8 is to have a good pillow. I've already talked about the silk pillowcase that I use, but definitely having a pillow that suits your height and neck space is a good thing. We know that we get sore necks and backs if our position isn't correct and we're not in alignment when we sleep. I like a rather firm pillowcase, quite a large one, and that's firm, and then I can wrap around my neck and pull in. Whereas others, like my husband, likes a thinner pillow, as you can see, it's tiny, that he can sleep on as well. Now, when we're looking at postures when we sleep, regardless of whether we use pillows or not, and it's about how we sleep. You should not be sleeping on your stomach. You should only sleep on your side or your back, not on your stomach. Your stomach posture is not a good way to sleep. It causes back pain. So if you have sore backs, you should not be sleeping. If you're hyperflexic, meaning your joints are mobile, you should not be sleeping on your stomach. I have tried to educate my daughter on that, but hey, she's the one who will end up with a sore back, Carly. So have a good pillow. Choose one that suits you. What you like won't be what someone else likes. And they're also a good investment too. You know, a good pillow aren't the cheap ones that you can just get from the shops. A good pillow often costs a fair bit of money, but again too, they last for a fair while, and you know, a good pillow is worth it. Another little tip is if you're sleeping on your side, make sure you pop something between your knees so that your hips stay in alignment and take pressure off your back. What you'll find is you get a much better sleep that way. So what I do, I just have a spare pillow beside my bed, and when I lay on my side in the middle of the night, I just reach for it, pull it up and put it between my legs. However, there are special pillows that you can buy. Do you need a special pillow? Well, you could, but there are some online. I will include that in the links below that can help you if you're a side sleeper as well. Hack number 9 is comfortable nightwear. So you don't want nightwear that is tight around your waist or tight around anywhere. You want nightwear that's comfortable, that's easy to breathe. If you're sleeping under many doonas and blankets, you might need something light to sleep in. And then, of course, when you get up, layer up when you get up. Remembering that our ideal temperature to go off to sleep is 19.5 degrees. So if we're a little bit cool, that's okay. But definitely have clothes or sleepwear that are comfortable. And if you don't wear sleepwear, well, that's up to you. All good. Hack number 10, the last one, is to listen to something like a podcast or some music to go to sleep at night. This just helps you wind down. Sometimes you might have to wear earphones if you've got a partner who breathes heavily or snores. then you might like that person to be on their side where they will sleep or snore less. However, you know, the thing is, if you do have a partner who snores or you both snore, what you can do is, simple trick, lose some weight, because overweight and obese people snore. So if you lose some weight, that can improve your snoring, rather than going and having expensive sleep studies and, you know, receiving a sleep apnea machine, which not many people actually end up wearing and are rather uncomfortable, when you could have just moved more, ate better and lost some weight. And then no snoring, magic. If your partner snores, there are things like nasal strips as well, and I'll link them below, that are quite handy. They're non-invasive, they're just quite rigid tapes, a bit like a butterfly, like Band-Aid, and it just, from one side of the nose to the other, and it just opens up their airways a little bit better whilst they're asleep. Not real attractive to look at, but it does work. So they're also a good idea for partners who snore, like $12 a box of, I don't know, 50 or something like that online, and I'll link them below because they're actually really good and they get good reviews. So I hope that has been helpful for you. These are just some of the tips that you can use in your bedroom to help you with better sleep. So if you like what you hear and you'd like to hear more, definitely subscribe below, and I'll see you next week. Bye.